back to my channel. As you've seen by the title and thumbnail, I will be sharing some books that I have read so far, from the start when I read and then till 2024, because right now I'm on a book right now, but I'll get into that when I finish it. I have a lot of books. I have like 12 books. This is some of them. Oh, this one, yeah. These, as well as this one, this one, this one, this one. This was the book that I was talking about in my resin video, as well as Atomic Habits and Attached. Let's get into this before I start jibber jabbering the whole video. So the first book, this was actually, I think the first book I ever read was Atomic Habits. And thanks to my friend, shout out to her, she's the one that got me into books. And this one, I think this one's like top notch. I think I took off the sticker of Target because I got it from Target, I think. Yeah. So anyways, this book, Habits are the thing we use every day, because I know, like, for a fact, there's bad habits and there's good habits. But if you want a good habit, if you want to like not inherit, but kind of like have a good habit in your life that's healthier than the bad habits, I suggest you read this book, because the thing that stuck with me the most is each 1% you put into something is closer to that goal. For example, if you want to like eat healthy or like go to the gym and have a healthy lifestyle, you would think to yourself, is like, what would that person that has a healthy lifestyle and eats healthy and exercises, what do they think? How do they think? How can I put myself in their position? Attached. I know most of us are very big-hearted and pure-hearted, and we love so dearly. We love one another to a point where it hurts our heart and breaks our heart to pieces. This is Attached. If you want to learn about attachment styles, I suggest this one. This one has Anxious, which is people are often preoccupied with their relationship and tend to worry about their partner's ability to love them back. And then there's Avoidant. People equate intimacy with a loss of independence and constantly trying to minimize closeness. The Secure. People feel comfortable with intimacy and are usually warm and loving. So this one, Don't Believe Everything You Think. I think everyone needs to read this, and this is not a promo or anything, because I know on TikTok they're promoting this book and everywhere, but this book's actually good. I'm not gonna lie, I read it, finished it within I think a day, 2, 3, 4, and it does. You cannot believe everything you think, because your brain creates creates little thoughts in your head that make you like, oh yeah, like if it's telling you you're not worth it, you're not good enough, he's with somebody else. Well, sometimes that may be true, but don't believe everything that's in your mind. Please don't, because everything you think, you're just creating a big circle spiral in your brain that's gonna continue and continue. Men are liars. Okay, so I have a tendency with believing the fact that men are liars in general, because I just think they lie. Everyone's a liar. They may say all this cutesy kind stuff to you, but in reality, do they really are they saying the truth? In general, it's in the Bible. All men are liars. So I didn't decide to read that book. All Men Are Liars kind of caught my eye on this book. So basically, this book, I didn't get it at first, because I was like, okay, what am I reading? Like, it's not telling me that men are liars, but it kept getting into like scenarios where this guy was telling one person the way they looked at it, one person something, and then another person, and then each person looked at the person differently. So I think this is where this book is going, but if you want to see for yourself, because I'm still trying to figure it out, because that's all I got from it, then go read this, All Men Are Liars. Next one is Read People Like a Book. This one was pretty interesting because it talks about ego, manipulation, and how to deal with people, basically. Like, for example, let me read something that caught my eye. This one. You know you have a healthy level of self-esteem when you can accept yourself even if you are misunderstood or outright disliked by others. So basically what that one's trying to say is that if you have a high level of self-esteem and you really love yourself without having the need to go look for love and have somebody value you, like men's attention or females' attention, then when you try to talk about something and then someone doesn't understand you, you won't instantly snap. You will just be like, okay, maybe this person misunderstood me and I just need to like not like get angry, you know, because not everyone thinks alike. So basically like this. The next time you meet someone new or are trying to get a read on someone, consider looking at their actions in terms of the motivation of pleasure or pain. That will simply tell you how that person is. Next book is The Only Constant, a guide to embracing change and leading an authentic life. This book is by Najwa Zebian. I think she's a therapist. If I'm not mistaken, she's like a psychologist therapist, I think. This book is top notch. If you're trying to change your life, this is the way to go, because she has a story. She tells her story on how she changed her life and how she wanted to go about her life when she wasn't accepted by her parents, or she was like judged in a way. Next one is Not You. This is narcissistic identifying and healing from narcissistic people. So if you've been in like a narcissistic relationship, or you have parents who are narcissistic, or just people in general that are narcissistic, this is the way to go. And never think the fact that the way they act towards you is because you're doing something wrong. It's never about you, it's them. They have issues that they have to work on. Usually narcissistic people only care about themselves. They don't care about anybody else. And to them, you're just a supply. They'll go find other supplies to take that and drain the supply. They like to suck the life out of people. Put it that way. The next book is The Art of Letting Go. Okay, this one is a good one because I know that for a fact. When we get into a relationship, or
it's not just a relationship. I don't want to talk about just a relationship.
Any type of relationship, put it that way. It's hard to let go. It's like attachments. You get attached to people and it's hard to let go, but you need to let go because it's toxic. It's not doing well for you. Your life is going like that. Boundaries. This is a good book. I won't lie. It does get into like religious and the Bible and all of that stuff. But honestly, if you're a type of person who struggles to make boundaries, read this, because you do need to have boundaries no matter who the person is. If it's your family, boundary. If it's your friend, boundary. If it's your boyfriend or girlfriend, boundary. Because if you don't have the boundaries, they're gonna take advantage of you. They will get comfortable to the point, and this goes for all 3 different types of relationships. They will get comfortable with you and think you will continue doing the same thing that you do for them. Enemy. We all have an ego, but each ego is triggered at some point, and it's an enemy. It destroys a lot of relationships, a lot, and I mean a lot. Learn how to use your ego, because I know some people don't know how to use their ego. You could use your ego in business, because that's where it's meant more to be. Work. When you accept that having an idea is not enough, that you must work until you are able to recreate your experience effectively in words on the page. It's worth saying, just because you are quiet doesn't mean that you are without pride. Privately thinking you're better than others is still pride. So basically, that's where humble comes in. So if you have a high ego, humble yourself. The 4 Agreements. This was a pretty good book, honestly. So do not be concerned about the future. Keep your attention on today and stay in the present moment. I know when you look into the future, everyone looks in the future at some point and we're like, oh, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, we gotta do that. You're only stressing yourself out. I get it, we gotta look in the future, but as well, try to stay in the present more often. Because if you don't, you're not gonna experience the now. Your best is taking the action because you love it, not because you're expecting a reward. Do things because you want to do them. Never expect so much for somebody or something. Stop overthinking. I don't know why I got this book, but I just got it, and it kind of talks about the same things as don't believe everything you think in your mind. From what I read, your mind plays tricks with you. So if you're an overthinker, read this book as well. Read both of them combined if you're able to. And that's all the books that I have read so far. Little bits of what I got off of it, and I was trying to read some things that it said so that way you guys could be like, okay, let me see what it is about. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and tap the notification bell if you're notified when I upload. I'll catch you guys in my next video.